I'm back in the greenhouse this morning and I'm going over what medicinal and edible flowers I'm starting. This is going to be a pretty short video. It won't take that long, so stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't yet, because I'll be doing a whole series on all the seeds I'm starting. First off is Borage, Borage. Who knows how to pronounce it? It's not me. I've planted this one before, so it'll probably pop up in the garden again. It's a pretty prolific self-seeder and the bees love them. Both the flowers and the leaves are edible. Last year what I did was I would pick the flowers, dry them in between paper towels in a book, and I used them to decorate chocolate bars. They were so beautiful. We gave them out for Christmas gifts. We sold them at our farmers market / craft show that we do. They were really, really nice. So I would recommend this one. I'll try to add a picture if I can. If not, it'll be in the cover photo. Next up is Calendula. I'm doing the Pacific Beauty and the Strawberry Blonde. The plain yellow is usually the one you see most often used for medicinal purposes, but you could use all of them. I used them in my loofah soaps this year. I brought some dried one out. I use it in my loofahs this year, and you can also use it to make salves and helps with skin conditions. If you infuse the oil, you can use that into your salve directly. It's a great plant to start if you're new to medicinal flowers. Like anything else, do your research, but in my opinion, it's probably a pretty safe one to start with. These are just the dried petals. I'm a big fan of these. They're beautiful in the garden too. We are doing purple coneflower or echinacea. It's both of them. This actually comes from In My Gardener. I shopped my own seeds this year. This is from a previous year. I have a seed problem, but I think most gardeners do. This one's used in helping treating common colds and coughs. It's another easy beginner flower. Marshmallow is going to be the next one. These actually come from a swap. They're generally really good for digestive issues. You mainly are going to use marshmallow root in any things that you do with it. The roots itself can be cold infused in water, and you can drink that and it'll help calm your stomach, kind of like a Pepto-Bismol type situation. So that might be something for you to look into if you're looking for a more natural alternative to Pepto-Bismol. Blue butterfly pea flowers, that is what you saw in the cover photo for this video. I grew these last season. They make gorgeous blue flowers. They are very slow starters, but once they take off everywhere. So we've dedicated a whole trellis in our sitting area to these this year because I know that once it gets going, it'll be perfect. I actually use them for a natural dye in sugar. A lot of people are trying to get away from artificial dyes. And I have a box out here with all those treasures in it. So these are the flowers. They are dried. I freeze dried them mostly because I wanted to help save the color, but you can also lay those out on screens to dry them. You can put them in your dehydrator on very, very low because you don't want to ruin your beautiful color. This is the sugar. Let's see if it'll focus. This is the sugar here. We also gave these out as Christmas gifts. I may sell these this year locally. I don't know yet. My little boy is 8 now. He's been doing this with us forever. This was a big project that he worked on, was going ahead and passing the flowers and the sugar, doing mortar and pestle, because he did it by hand. That's how we do most things. He loved that project. So if you have little ones that like to get involved, that's a good way to get them interested. Blue butterfly pea flowers can also be used in tea. They will dye it blue. It's going to be pretty. They are full of antioxidants and they support hair and skin. So even if you don't use the flowers, they make a great display. Toothache plant. This one was ordered from our friends over at Grafted Branch Homestead. They have a website. I will link it in the comments. They call them buzz buttons. They are the toothache plant. Not only are these super cute, they have a numbing agent. So if you have a toothache, a mouth ache, something sore, you can chew on it, and it has that analgesic property to it that'll make everything numb. This is one that I consider a first aid plant to grow in your garden. You can get dry flowers from Grafted Branch Homestead because he does offer them. I think he's actually sold out of these right now. But if you're not familiar with them, definitely check them out. All these seeds can be ordered online and they're not hard to find. Spotted Joe Pye. This is not one that's very common to most people, but it's for fevers and kidney issues. The whole plant can be used for medicinal purposes, but the roots are actually the star of the show on that one. And I have one more I'm not familiar with, but as a gardener, I have seeds for it. I'm going to throw it in the dirt. We're going to see what happens. I've already started nasturtiums. They are back here. They are coming up wonderfully. I think those are going to be used again for chocolate bars. That's what we did with them last year. Also, same method. Between paper towels, smashed in a book till I was ready to use them. You can dry them as you get them. The more you pick them, the more flowers they'll make. The flowers and the leaves themselves are edible. You can add them to your salads. It'll add a little spice, a little bit of tang if you like that kind of thing. But those are just a few, like I said, short video today. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything. Oh, I brought one more out here to show you. This is red clover. It's actually one that I foraged for. It's good for women's issues. So if you're into foraging, I recommend checking this one out. I have a lot more inside, but I figured it was best to grab the small bottle. Okay, guys. I think I've talked enough for today. I hope you gained some valuable information. I will hope also that you will subscribe. But look into these edible medicinal flowers if you're looking to add more practical items to your garden. Not only are they beautiful, but they are useful. See you again soon because I'll be back with my decorative flowers because I'm going to have some fun in the garden too. Bye, guys.